This video is only for those that care and for those that have the comprehension to comprehend what I'm about to show. It is not for, people who don't care, people who get bored easy, because this is, there's a lot of people that think math is boring, and I think this is something that is anything but boring, but that's just because I've gotten used to it. I'm not super desensitized, with a bunch of Instagram nonsense and whatnot. I do spend quite a lot of time learning, more than you might think. But this is more on my number base that I wanted to show, that uses a base 120, which is actually kind of like a combination of a base 12 and a base 10. It has some of the characteristics of both, and some of these things are very these patterns are very easy to memorize. Basically, when we're dealing with the 1 through 11 group, everything is a base 12. Like, for example, if we was going to do 6 times 3, we know the answer to this is 18. But you can see a 12 symbol here and a 6 symbol under here. So 18 is made similar to how you would imagine a 16 being made. This is kind of like a big 1 because it's one group of 12. This thing right here, it's a group of 12. And then the one on the bottom is a 6. So that's 18. Or 1 and a half. 112 and a half. Another example would be for if you wanted to do 4 times 8. You have the 32 here, but it's a 24 symbol with an 8 at the bottom. And so you have what would look like a 28 if it was just written down in plain numbers. And it goes like that until it gets to 12, and then we count by 12s. Of course, 12, right, you could count all the ones in between, but these have a special way they work. And the special way they work is that when you do this, it works a lot like base 10. And what I'd like to kind of demonstrate that a little bit. For example, 2 times 12 is the 24 symbol, which is 2 groups of 12. 3 times 12 is the 36 symbol, which is 3 groups of 12. And I want to show you something even more interesting. We have here 5. And then here we have the 24 symbol, which is 2 groups of 12. 2 times 5 equals what? 10. Which is exactly what the number 120 in this number system looks like. Also, you got 6 times 24, which comes up as 144, which is the 1 symbol followed by 2 groups of 12. It's like a big 12. You have a 1 for how many 1s are in the 120s group, and then you have sort of like a 2. It's like a 12 in base 10, But this 2 represents 2 groups of 12, which is 24. And you can do this for any one that you want. For example, if you was going to do this right here is the 96 symbol. And you could go to 3. 3 times 96. Well, we go down here and what do we see? We see the 2 symbol, right? Because what this is, it's basically a big 9. Or no, this right here, this is a big 8, I mean. Because 8 times 12 is 96. This is the 12 set of 8s symbol. And basically 8 times 3 is what? It's 24. And what you have here is you have the 2 for that, right? 2, which is 240, plus you have the 40 symbol right there, the 48 symbol right there. 4 groups of 12. So it's a 2, 4, 24, 24, or I mean 240, I mean right here, plus 48 equals what? It equals 168, which is exactly what 84 times 2 is, or times 3, or whatever it is. No, 96 times 3, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it would be. So you have a very, very nice pattern in this number system, and I decided to add 120 to it for the hell of it, and you can guess what number is going to be on in here. It's going to be 100, which is 14,400. And another interesting thing is that if you take these symbols from 1 to 11, and then you do 12 all the way to 120, there's 21 of these symbols in all. There's also 21 this way, and 21 times 21 equals 441, which is the exact reverse of 144, which is the first number followed by the 2 zeros, of course, in base 10, which would represent the final number. So this is very well planned out. And yeah, this is the shit. You know, it makes me wonder, you know, how far this is going to go, you know. I mean, you know, this is my baby here. 9 times 8 is 72. What do we have? We have the 7 symbol in the 120s place, and then we have the 2, 7, 2, 2 groups of 12, which is 24. So that's 7 groups of 120, which is 840, plus 24. And if you did that math, that would be 864, I think, which is exactly what 108 times 9 would be. And this is just a little idea. This is some of the, really, I don't even know if I should be showing this on YouTube. It's one of the most genius ideas, I think, to ever be constructed.